Ooh, I love competition.
Not as much as I do.
But I love freshmen. Babies always get to go first.
This is most indecorous.
Ooh, look at me. I'm a freshman. My voice hasn't dropped yet. This is how Shane McCurdy speaks.
Louis Seifert! Oh, I'm just now getting that.
Bravo. I finally see where Manny gets his quick wit.
You're making me zealous. You wouldn't like me when I'm zealous.
All right, well, we just introduce the next speaker, eh, buddy?
Rebecca Jackson.
You've all seen new mothers. At the playground, at McDonald's, at the park, at someone's house, watching their kids with an eagle eye, ready to snatch them up if they bump their heads or, heaven forbid, try to eat a fistful of dirt. Rarely do we see a mother who watches with equanimity while her children start to put grimy, muddy hands in their mouths. Think of the dirt, the germs, and the little bugs. Antibacterial wipes to the rescue. Gone are the days of washing baby toys with soap and water every once in a while. Now you can just wipe them off, and voila, 99.9% of bacteria are no more. Natural selection begins to play a role, however, and soon the Lysol-resistant bacteria grow more abundantly. This is clearly not the desired outcome. Then, when Junior heads off to school, the number of germs he comes in contact with multiplies exponentially. The average preschool is a veritable playground for germs. And without regular exposure to bacteria, your little Mr. Clean hasn't built up resistance to any of the germs and viruses that are lurking around. All it takes is one sneezed upon toy in the mouth, and whoomph, your kid is home sick. Well, since that approach didn't work, let's try letting the kid eat a little dirt. I'm not talking about a rock, not even a hairy dust ball. Oh no, you say, but it's so gross. Let's just try. One tiny, grimy fist stuck in the kid's mouth, an unpleasant view of a muddy face. The kid either spits it back out again or swallows it. Either way, no biggie. They learned that it tastes like dirt and that it won't kill them. Knowing toddlers, the dirt flavor won't stop them from exploring with their mouths. But this way, when they go to school and pick up that germ-covered toy, their white blood cells will speed to the scene of the germ invasion and obliterate what they are able to immediately identify as invading cells. Now, I'll grant you that dirt is not particularly nutritious, and that eating it nonstop could have detrimental effects on the digestion. But in small doses, eating dirt lets kids explore and build up their immunostrength. This naturally immunized toddler is much less likely to get sick. And at the same time, the bacteria aren't becoming Lysol resistant. Soap and water every now and again keeps toys clean. And in between, your kids are building up immune responses to the everyday germs that they are bound to encounter sooner or later. Besides, after a certain age, we cease to eat dirt. In the literal sense, anyway. But remember that time when you had a project assigned weeks in advance and you waited until the night before to think about getting the requisite poster board, styrofoam balls, and glue sticks? After much begging and pleading, your loving parents eventually acquiesced and lent you the car, or drove you to the store themselves. Somehow, you knew you could pull it off. But learning to take responsibility for your actions and not expecting your parent to pick up the slack is an important part of growth. Procrastinating on that project is more or less like sitting down in a big mud puddle, and our parents, in the form of a last-minute ride to the all-night store, are preventing us from eating the aforementioned mud. However, in this situation as well, it is important that we are subjected to the consequences of our actions. Every time we face the aftermath of a stupid decision, we not only reduce the chances that we'll make the same mistake in the future, but we also learn to cope with and survive failure. So, next time you start to obsess over the multitude of germs that your child is coming in contact with, or you start to feel entitled to an emergency rescue, remember that eliminating adversity won't make you any stronger in the long run. After all, it is only by conquering the obstacles that stand in our way, particularly those of our own making, that we will ever become self-reliant and mature individuals.